Welcome to the Culpeper House in the Spice District in San Myshuno. Today we're going to be meeting a brand new sim for a tiny little mini series. It's October officially, and I just thought we might need a little bit of spookiness. So I'm gonna meet you in build mode in just a bit, and we're gonna meet a very saucy spooky sim. I'll see you in a bit. This is Miss Evelyn Doherty, and she has just moved into this apartment. Evelyn is a medium, so I love those shoes. Let me just say, I never really used those, and those are from Cottage Living, and I'm here for those shoes. Her whole outfit, in fact. The skirt is from one of the packs, but the top is base game, or sorry, God. Well, technically it's base game. It's CC. Anyway, love her style. Anyway, she is a medium, and she has moved to this apartment in Culpeper House because it is the historic haunted house, or apartment. So I think that we're going to just give her a little makeover in her apartment here. I would think that maybe she actually bought this apartment, so we're going to be doing some things while we put up walls, knock down some walls, so on and so forth, just to kind of personalize this and really make this her own. I feel like Evelyn has probably made a little business. I think she's written a few paranormal experience books, and she's living off of the royalties of that because she does like to write. And I also think maybe she's just a medium for hire as well. Now, she does have her little cutie down here, Vernon. Well, he's jumping onto the kitchen counter there, so yes, there he is, the cute little baby boy. He loves his mother, apparently. Vernon, you can see he has very special eyes. That's because my game is glitched and I can't get both eyes to be colored. But in this case, this kind of like Mad Eye situation actually works because Vernon is also her familiar, so he helps her with his magical eye, and they do their medium thing together. So they work in tandem a little bit. There's a little bit of magic afoot, I would assume. So, oh, he's just so cute too. And yes, he is a boy, even though he is torty. There are torty boys. That's why he's even more special. If you didn't know, in real life, it's very rare to have this kind of colorway genetically in a male cat. But this is a male little boy named Vernon. And this is her son, for all intents and purposes. So, looking at Ms. Doherty's skills, she is into baking and cooking. She likes a little bit of cross stitch as well. She does like to garden, but I'm just going to give her a little indoor herb garden because she likes to cook, and maybe she kind of uses that stuff in her medium work. A little bit of witchery, if you will, kitchen witchery. She's also pretty handy because I feel like she's kind of one of those Jill of all trades people that can just sort of do it all, and she's just been very independent, and she just does it all herself. This place is so bare looking. My goodness, why would you have this little tiny TV in this giant place? Then she's got some gourmet cooking, mixology. By the way, she is a music lover, which we'll look at her traits and things in a little bit. So she is very high in piano and violin, and also in writing, as I said. So her traits, she is, of course, a cat lover, bookworm, music lover, and she is a quick learner because of the knowledge aspiration that she has. I do have a few likes and dislikes for her. She likes baking, cooking, writing, violin. The colors she likes: red, black, brown, green, and purple, which we'll be having those colors in her apartment. She dislikes arguments, but she likes discussing interests, deep thoughts, and stories. And she likes cerebral sims because she's very bookish. She also likes classical music, retro music, and jazz because she is a little bit of a music lover as well, even though I don't have that as one of her traits. I do have that. That I wanted to do. When I was making her and I was thinking about the situation, of course I was thinking, Halloween, but also I was sort of thinking that I really wanted to do something that you could complete these things with, like these that are supposedly fixed, which by the way, I still can't plant lilies or snapdragons. Like I can plant them, but they don't complete. So the little patch that came out today didn't work for me, unfortunately. But like I didn't want to have like my normal family Sims doing seances. It just is so out of character. So I was like, you know what? I do want to make something a little bit spooky, ooky dooky ooky, but also like for the season, but also just kind of, I don't know. It's something outside my comfort zone. I think it'll be fun. I think this kind of like witchy kind of psychic ghosty medium stuff is going to be just what the doctor ordered. So I'm actually going to meet you in build mode this time. I think I told you I was going to meet you in build mode at the beginning, but we're not. So we're not in build mode right now, but I am going to meet you in build mode in just a bit here so that we can get started taking all this stuff and kind of planning what we want to do with this apartment. I'm going to see you in a bit. All right, so looking at the traits and challenges of this lot. Again, the trait is that this is historical. So it says the landlord has one rule: the inspirational plaque dedicated to a famous historical resident can never be removed or sold. But I do think you can... No, you can't move it. Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't really make a difference. We're going to keep that there. And the lot challenge on this is that it is a spooky lot. So it says that for some inexplicable reason, this lot attracts wandering ghosts and available with city living, which I think is really cool. They tell you which packs they're available with. I didn't realize that before. Anyway, pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and keep those. I don't think you can get rid of those anyway, especially with this one, you can't. What I think I would like to do is just sort of get rid of all of this stuff because we really don't need it. And I'm going to be doing something completely different with with this layout anyway, or at least mostly different. I don't think I will be moving any of the windows either, even though we can now. I mean, if I do, it'll be just like very slightly or something, because I kind of like having them all kind of match. Kind of like what I was saying with Penny Pizzazz. I would like to move them, but ultimately it might not be a good idea to do that, just to kind of keep the look that this is a cohesive apartment building. So I'm deleting everything here because everything must go, including the bathroom. And I'm also getting rid of the doors and the walls and everything. I just feel like we just need a brand new fresh start to kind of see what we want to do here, because I just think that it wasn't the vibe. I just feel like those doors weren't the vibe. They don't really go with the spookiness. It just seemed very not good, not great. All right, so now the only thing is that we cannot move, obviously, this door. So we're gonna have to figure out what we would like to do. I think what I would like to do is, well, let's get some walls up and see what we're going, the way we're going here. I think I would like to make this little area into the seance room, but let me get some of that out, like some of that stuff out. You know what though, what I could do, I think it would be really pretty to put it sort of by this window. I don't know though, do I want a window in the seance room? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'd like it to be like completely dark. Maybe we'll make the seance room back here where there are no windows. Let's open this wall back up and let's take a look here. Let's just put together like all of the chairs and things like that. That way we know what we're dealing with. And I think we need this guy too. Yeah, I haven't played with this pack in a really long time, but I'm pretty sure you do need that. So I'm gonna actually just do that so that it's not so in the corner. That way I can kind of measure out how much room I'm actually going to need here. You know what though? Ooh, what if we did... I was thinking instead of just making an entire room, why don't I just make this like part of the living room, but make some kind of like little barrier here? Let me see. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can pull out and we'll go from there. Well, I pulled out this divider, but I was wondering, because I do like this, so I think I'm going to put that into my inventory because I want to keep that for later for something. But I was thinking, you know what would be really cool? Let's pull it out a little bit. We will maybe wall this off, but I would like to do one of these guys. Just stay with me here. Just stay with me here and you'll see what I mean in just a bit. So what if I did one of these kind of archways? Now the only thing is that I don't like that these are white. I can change the color of the outside of them, but not the inside of them because they're all white inside. So unfortunately, like I can make them uglier, like more beat up, but I can't change the inside to be like a dark wood color. But the door itself is dark for the outside going in, which bothers me more than you know. So I'm just going to make an executive decision and make the trim in here and everything else be, and like the other inside interior doors, be the darker wood color, just because I think it'll go with everything else that we've got going on. So I'm going to go ahead and put this arch here, and I'm going to be putting this Love Struck beaded doorway situation curtain here. I feel like that is the way to go about it, and I've been wanting to use it. I'm not sure what color we're going to use yet, but I definitely want to use this guy here. So that decision has been made, and I'm not going to go with this green with the white trim. I'm just doing that just so that it's all cohesive. So then we do have a little bit of free reign what we want to do with the rest of the apartment. So what I think I might do is maybe put the kitchen over here since it is a little bit smaller. And let's just put some generic stuff in here. Are these cheaper? Wow, these ranch plate thingies are cheaper. I usually just use these. But for now, because we're kind of marking everything out, I'm just going to go ahead and just use these. And put a fridge over here. Or maybe I'll put the sink over here. And sort of like end it like that, give myself a little bit more room, and then just put this over here. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better, and then I'll put some kind of stove here. And then a sink. I think that would be fine. I did kind of just take this out by one to give myself a little bit more room. I think that's okay because, yeah, that'll work. I didn't want to do too much. And maybe some upper cabinets as well wouldn't kill us either. And as I said in the Penny Pizzazz layout video, this is just basically to map everything out. We're not keeping this furniture probably other than like the seance table and the beaded curtain. Don't get too worried about things. We were not necessarily going to keep things just like this. And then what I might do just to kind of clean this up a little bit is add a wall here. And that way we're not seeing the side of the fridge as much. It's a little bit less of a problem. And I might even just put, like I said, it's a little bit less of a problem. It wasn't a problem really to begin with, but you know. And maybe some kind of little half wall. Yeah, I think that will work. I think that will do. That kind of sections that all off of there. And so then I've got to put in a bathroom. I think I would like to make it fairly large. So I do think what I would like to do then is not make it as large as it was. That bedroom was gigantic. Let me fix this floorboard too. It's kind of bothering me. Apparently I can't. What is up with this? I don't know. What if I did that? That's real strange, but okay. Yeah, it still does it with that one too. I don't know. Well, I guess that's just a design thing. Anyway, okay, The Sims. What is it the way that this is built, or like it's probably something to do with the way they had all this? I think I will put the bathroom here to make a nice spacious bathroom with like a nice clawfoot tub and things like that. I really want to give her that sort of situation. The only thing I don't like is that this isn't centered. And if I centered that, ooh, look how that would look from the outside. No, we cannot do that. We cannot do that. That is some booty cheeks. So what if I did this? What if I have a little bathroom like this set up? Very small, very minuscule. And then we have a little door coming through. Let's do... I think this high school years one would be nice. Maybe this is the one we'll use for all of them. I kind of like that it has like that... It's not quite milk glass, but it's like nod to. And I like the paneling in it as well. And it is a single wide, so I think that would be fine. Let's go ahead and paint that all the way through. And then I can make this little nook into a little library situation. I think that would be super cute because she is a bookworm. And then maybe we'll wall this entire thing off for her bedroom, but we'll put some kind of little archway here as well. And I was thinking maybe something really cute like this, kind of like with an ornate window at the top in this like darker wood. Doesn't quite match the wood that we've got throughout, but it's dark enough. I don't really care that much. It doesn't have to be exact. And then some kind of a door here leading to her bedroom. Actually, why don't we do this? And that way, that's the way you can get, well, I kind of want to have this space though for her library. So let's just have it maybe over here or something. We'll see. I was kind of thinking maybe tucked it in to have that as a wall. Oh, or we could just have this as a hallway and have this back part sort of being library situation, maybe like all with a bunch of books or something. Because I think I would like to do her living room and dining as like no television, just books and stuff like that. Furniture for her cat and for her. So yeah, I think that will do. I think that'll be fine. So I think that's what I would like. Let me put some lights in so that we can see what we're doing. And I think that's going to be the ticket for this place. So yeah, I think I want to leave it here today because I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Let's go ahead and just put on all of our Uggo green stuff here. I actually really like this color, just not for her. So it's not actually that Uggo, but you get it. So yeah, when you walk in the front, this will be the dining room slash living area, and then this little nook over here is the kitchen area, and then we're going to have this seance room which will have some seance objects in it, which is why I've kind of pushed this over to the side. It could be here or here, I'm not sure yet. And then we have this little archway that goes into this little hallway, which will be just leading us to the bedroom and the bath. Tiny little bath, which is all she'll need since she is a single sim, and probably we'll put like a litter box in here or something. I don't know. We'll find a place for it. We do need a litter box for Vernon, so we'll have that for sure. And I definitely want to put like a nice giant cat tree in here for him or something. So we can't forget about our pal Vernon, of course. So here is the layout that we're going to be doing, the floor plan. So let me know if you guys like this, because I kind of like doing stuff like this, sort of making the floor plan first, seeing what we're doing, especially in the apartments. I'm liking that quite a lot. And again, this is just going to be a little tiny mini series situation. Next week, I'm actually going to be doing this in the Penny Pizzazz and another little series. Well, it's the apartment in Newcrest series. It's like a new family. I know I promised that last week that we're going to be seeing them this week, but I got inspired by the spooky season and decided to make this instead. It's not very spooky yet, but it will be, I promise. So what I'm trying to say is next week you will be meeting a new family, and you'll either see this or the Penny Pizzazz project. So keep an eye out for that. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye.